Think of all the possibilities in life, all the wonders of creation that are of existence, including that one that is not really a wonder but is known, that is of law, that one possibility that shows up here and there and they're always trying to lead you to, and all the different ways they try to get you to go there. But what other ways are there around it? How many endless possibilities are there to not choose of that one, of that ceasing of existence, that law? How many possible ways can you reach for your dreams? With that all the dimensions of choice available to each and every one of us, available to all of us in choices that do exist. Available to me, you, and each and every one. How many different possible ways can you reach out and create your dreams? Your creation, your wonder, your heart, your love, and what you seek in life. And how many possible ways can't you in all the dimensions of choice? Is there any end to the possibility through creation, to the existence and continued existence of creation of which you choose? Whether it be a choice of just everyday life, whether it be a choice of something great and something amazing. How many different possible ways can you reach for that? How many possible ways can you go for the simple, good, wondrous dreams, the most amazing of dreams? How many ways can you help and aid in others reaching that great dream? How many possible ways is there? But there's only one possibility when it comes to loss. Only a single possibility that it is that you will lose. While there's how many endless possibilities where you succeed in reaching for your dream. How many are possible? How many endless possibilities are there? Including that one. How many is there? Ever wonder? Take a look. Quick review now. We have the single individual right here. Now, the single individual has a choice. The single choice produces endless number of choices. Here we have 5 choices presented, including that choice of loss. Now, that choice of loss falls away. Boom, loss. Everything gone, creation done over there. All right, so the single individual. Now, he goes forward. He has another choice presented. And another choice, another choice, another choice, because he did not choose the loss. Now, we have endless number of choices presented once again, here, base of 5. We have a choice of loss, a choice of loss, a choice of loss, and a choice of loss included in each one. But for each one of those choices of loss, there is endless number of choices that are not, here represented in a base of 5. Quick little overview. Our individual makes a choice. He can choose to lose. He can choose something else. It doesn't really matter what. Some other choice that is of creation. Then he makes another choice, and he can choose to lose, or he can make any other number of choices in creation. Now, for this possibility, each choice is creation. For each choice, there is another dimension of creation created for the individual. Are you an individual? I'm an individual. How many individuals do exist throughout creation? And all the possible choices that are of creation. A choice of loss for that individual creates loss of that individual and maybe an individual dimension. So, as this individual makes choices in life and creation, there's always that single possibility of loss and endless number of possibilities that are not. So, if you take a close look at all the individuals that are in creation, and even a single individual, creation cannot be ended. Creation will not cease to be throughout all the dimensions of choice that exist before, because a single choice of loss contains, on the other side of the coin, on the other side, flip it over, an endless number of choices that are not. Can you prove it wrong? This a base of 5. But truly, This is not just 5 choices available. It is endless, endless, endless. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. For each choice, there's endless possibilities, including the one of loss. For each and every single individual throughout creation, throughout the dimensions of choice. So what might you choose? The individual. You might choose this one, the choice of loss. Or else, you might choose any number of the endless possibilities. For the choice is yours. The choice is mine. And the choice is each and every one throughout creation, throughout the dimensions of choice. Is there any end in sight to creation? For the individual? For any one individual? No, there is not. Throughout all the different dimensions that this individual might choose. For throughout life, we make choices, 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 choices. Here's a choice, there's a choice, there's a choice you've made throughout your life. For every single choice of loss you may have made towards a loss, you made endless choices that are not. You yourself in another dimension, for you or me, do not choose of that loss. So, throughout the dimensions of choice, which are of creation, for to choose is to create, there is no possibility of loss to creation. Creation is without end. There is no end in sight. There is no possible end to creation, to the existence of creation throughout the dimensions of choice of a single individual, including you, me, and anyone, any bird, plant, tree, animal, or any other creator of choice. Yet, along the way, you might choose, some might choose a loss, and then we lose an individual in that dimension of choice, or that loss in that dimension of choice. But, in another dimension of choice, we do not. For another dimension, that choice was not made. It was one of these other endless choices of endless possibilities. So tell me, individuals who choose of such loss, what other choices have you made in other dimensions of choice? Are there individuals who do not choose of that loss? What is possible in another dimension of choice? Doppelganger. Other good use. For each choice, there is an endless possibility of choices that are creation, that are continuance, that are existence. Even of the worst and horriblest of evils, and the best and greatest of goods. But the thing is, even the worst of evils creates great things in another dimension. But even the worst of good, greatest of good, who chooses a loss in another dimension, does not create anything but a loss. For a loss, done, done, line done, line done, line done, line done, and line done. Wow, those ones finished. Look at how all these other choices continue to go. How creation continues to exist everywhere. For this is one individual. And there's another individual, and another individual, another individual, another, and 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 another. How many individuals are there throughout the dimensions of choice? How many in our dimension? And how many in the next dimension, in the next choice is made by any one individual? That does not choose of loss. But if he chooses of loss, how many endless possibilities doesn't he? Or she? Or the tree? Or the plant, bird, fish, or animal, or any other creation of choice? For that one individual, that one choice of you, in that one dimension that chooses of loss, how many others open up? And another dimension of choice on the other side of the coin. Throughout the dimensions of choice, throughout creation, there is no end. No end for me, no end for you, no end to creation among all of the dimensions of choice. There is an end possible along each path to creation. But if that end does occur in one choice, all these other choices still occur as well in another dimension of choice. So if you were to go back to whence you did choose of loss and choose that of creation instead, what could be? If you were to go ahead and choose a dimension of loss, what could be in another dimension of choice? And if you were to choose any one of these other possibilities, any one of them, what does occur? Well, not that. Not a loss. What a wondrous thing creation is. The existence of all things that continues without end. That has no possible end, insight, or possible. So you know what? That's over. There is no possible end until you can prove that these choices do not occur when this one does. That these are not possible when this choice is also possible. When this choice occurs, all these other choices occur in a different dimension. So though this choice might occur sometime, each time that occurs, any one of these other possibilities also does. And these each create a different creation, another creation, another creation, another creation. Another choice, the choice is creation. That one does not, so it falls like, done, over. But yet, as that one is done and over, all these other possibilities do arise on the other side of the coin, on the other side of possibility, on the other side of creation, in another dimension of choice. For each positive has an endless number of, each negative has an endless number of positives. For positive is growth and creation and continuance and here and there and here and there, here and there, here and everywhere, in endless possibilities. Oh, this one, done, over, off. On the other side of it, it's still turned on. In another dimension of choice, where it does continue. So can you prove this wrong? Can you prove how it is possible for the single possibility, when made, can cause an end to another possibility made at the same time in another dimension that is of continuance, that is growth, that is not of that possibility, because that's one possibility that you could choose, and those are other possibilities. So what will you choose for your individual? To lose? To lose? To lose? To lose? To lose? Or any number of endless possibilities, as creation shall continue, will not come to an end. and cannot. But it's not possible. For each possibility at end, there are endless possibilities and endless existences throughout creation where it does not. So I challenge each and every one of those end-seeking fools to prove that wrong, to prove how that single possibility, among all those endless possibilities, when you make that single possible choice, and then one does, that in another dimension of choice, in another dimension of creation, which is a part of all of creation that is and that does exist, how that possibility can overcome all those other possibilities when they're all possible and they're all chosen in each dimension of choice. And even if one whole dimension of choice is lost, you know what happens in another dimension of choice? On the other side of that coin? What do they choose there? What choices in your life, as you think back, were choices of creation? What choices in your life were those endless possibilities that occur all the time in our lives? What choices in your life were not? Well, what in another dimension of choice did you choose among those choices that were not? Well, what among those choices that were of creation? What endless possible other choices might you have made? Including that one. What other ones could you have made as well? But you see, not only is it a flip of a coin, it's a possibility. Or if you choose of it, it is a possibility that you could choose in another dimension of choice. But not certifiable, because you could choose any number of other possibilities. And then what happens? Creation does continue. Even though it's possible to choose that one in another dimension, it does not have to be chosen. Will you choose it in this one? Will you choose it in that one? What will you choose in the future? What have you chosen of the past? What is true of the you that you choose to be within your choice that will always be you? And what you are is choice. Your choice in creation. While what is not you? That which you did not choose. Even if you chose in another dimension of choice, it's still not you. Because that is another's choice and another's creation, though it branches off from you in what might be of that dimension's choice, as it will branch off from you, and each will branch and branch, as it has of the past, as the past you has done, and as the past of each and every one has done, and the past of our histories and our time. Who knows what histories unwritten, unknown to us in other dimensions of choice do exist? And who knows what possibilities might lie ahead in all the dimensions of choice currently? It's truly. What is possible? It's not possible within all the dimensions of choice for them to end. But is it possible for you? Within the dimensions of choice to end? To cease to exist in what is? But is it possible for you not to? To gather with us where all those endless possibilities do exist, and to see it, to know it, as I have shown you, as I've shined and shared with you, those endless possibilities, including that one that there is no end to creation. There is no end to creation. None. It is not possible. But your choice is yours as whether or not you will choose to lose or whether or not path you will choose. Creation and its endless wonder. The choice is yours. Thank you for your time, Christopher David Clayton.